Hello, Leos, and welcome to your August 2025 reading. Also, happy birthday to all of my Leos here. It is your solar return, it is your birthday. May you have all the love and the light and the expression of self and good heart there for you this year. So, of course, during this period, it is Lion's Gate where everybody can enjoy your energy. A good time to recenter into our heart space and align with who we truly are. Not our story, but who we truly are in our heart space. We also have the full moon, of course, the Lion Gate until the 8th of 8. We're kind of in it, but the 8th of August is the alignment. And on the 9th of August, we have the full moon in Aquarius. So this beautiful transition of here I am in my heart space, I am aligning in the gate, who I am, what I want to express, and right the next day, within 24 hours, we have the full moon in Aquarius, which is the moon of our purpose, of our soul's purpose, of who the uniqueness of who we are bringing into this world, into our community, into the that only us can bring. That kind of, this is me in the community, in the world, in society. So my role. So this period is great to remove all of the limitations and the frames that are not us and actually realign with our true vibration. So, and the end of the month, we'll have the new moon in Virgo around the 28th of August. So, this is beautiful. All right, so let's see what is installed energetically for you, my beautiful Leos, for the month of August. So, I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give a reading to Leos so that they have the message of what they need to know for the month of August 2025 for your better path. Let's see, Leo. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, there you are with a beautiful project or something concrete, something new that you can invest in and plant, but you need to actually make a decision about it. So you're arriving in the month in this decision, or maybe it's just this ambiguity that comes up when we're asked to align ourselves with who we are, and the energy are like pushing for this. There's this, of course, what is going to come up are going to be the beliefs that are opposite of our true self, throat chakra here. Okay, who am I? So maybe there are, all the beliefs that this is who I am, this is what I can do, this is what I'm worth, this is what I love. It all ends up here at one point. It starts in the, sorry, it starts in the other chakras, but it will end up here before we verbalize it. So the swords here. So you might be in this, I have to make a decision of what is my truth right now. Because I have the pentacle in my hand. So okay. Another 2. And another decision. Okay. So what the questioning, and another 2. 2 of cups. Lovers. 2 of pentacle. King of pentacle in reverse. So it might be a decision about something that you'll need to commit, engage yourself, invest yourself in, like we were talking about this. I have to make a decision about this. But the King of Pentacle is in reverse. So we have a challenge here. And that's probably what makes you juggle. You're not completely into one situation or another. So I'm kind of juggling, but I need to make a decision. The 2 of Cups in reverse. Some of you, it's a decision about somebody. Do I keep investing in this friendship? Do I keep investing in this relationship, in this partnership or whatever, in this mirror? Because the 2 of Cups is the mirror, it's the vibrational mirror. That's why there's 2 cups. And when it's in reverse, it's the vibration of our shadow. There's somebody vibrating one of our shadows. It brings up something in us. It doesn't even have to be, do I keep friends with that person or not? It's, do I keep that truth within me? Do I keep that shadow vibration within me, or do I transmute it? But there's a decision that needs to be taken here. A month of decision. It can be how you present yourself with others also. Let's see. Because you're all different, so let's look. What's going on at the end of the month? Where is this heading? Okay. We have the 4 of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacle in reverse. When it comes to that new moon in Virgo here, and this is very, earthly. This is almost like it's the earth element that is very, that is showing you where you're at, okay? So, King of Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle in reverse. Your worth, your value, your capacity to invest in you, maybe the fear of how it would be received. Maybe many times it wasn't received because of shadow mirrors, and now you're not sure you want to, bring it about. Maybe looking at your root chakra also, kind of because sometimes we juggle because we're afraid of our safety. Emotional safety doesn't have to be a war zone. It can be emotional safety or something like that. The 4 of Cups, this is like, okay, me, it's always been like this. Now, you want me to invest, but there's a part of me that is looking. When you look at the 4 of Cups, it's always been the same way. What has been manifested, the vibration, cups, water. Water is the waters of creations. Yes, it's our emotions, but that is what dictates the vibration coming out of us. Like how our water reacts, what our water mirrors. So here we have 3 cups on the ground. So that means this has already been grounded. The guy looks at that and he's like, yeah, been there, done that. That's what always has been happening in my life. Even if the divine is trying to send a new cup, a new vibration, a new outcome, maybe when it comes to how you're being mirrored or received by others, he doesn't see it. because this is very present for her. For he, her, his, whatever. Our feminine is our inner receptive. So that's why this is really going to be your root chakra, your feeling of safety, your feeling of, I know I'm backed up, I know I'm worthy, I know that inner knowing. And the King of Pentacles is how I invest in me, how I see my value and act upon it, how I see value outside of me and invest in it, how I can commit to growing my worth and my value, and so on. So let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Leos. I open on this, so yes, it's almost like this could be something new, beautiful, and it can be anything, you know, as long as it's experienced in the matrix. That's the pentacle. That's the three-dimensional, solid, material world. Let's see. Okay, show me that page of Pentacles, Spirit. Show me that page of Pentacle. Show me that page of Pentacle. The material world is just it's just light at its densest aspect, at its most dense aspect. Okay, so here we have a bit of an explanation on our King of Pentacle in reverse. So King of Pentacle, Three of Pentacle. This would be, yeah, I'm planting it, I'm doing it, I'm creating it. There you go. See, the masculine is following the aspiration and he's doing it. But there's the Page of Sword in reverse. That's probably why we had the Two of Sword. You're holding a lie or a misinformation when it comes to what it means to invest, grow, build your reality. Here, the Three of Pentacles, and you see it's all masculines, okay? Because it's really our left brain here, the masculine rational. So the priest or the monk, he's the one that was connected, like the closest to the pineal gland, and heard the aspiration coming from the right brain that has access to this from the feminine. He heard what the aspiration is. And here, being aligned with the, Lion's Gate and the full moon in Aquarius and all of that, it's really like, what's my purpose? What do I want to bring to the world? What do I want to build? And of course, him being the closest, he's got the aspiration. He can rationalize it. The rational brain can make sense of it. Speaks it to another part of the rational brain, which is the one that's going to be able to visualize in a Cartesian way, architect, how it's going to be done. And then that is all transferred to the other part of the left brain, which will be where all the knowledge of the craft of how to actually, and the decision of being in action and making it. Carving the matrix to the decision and at the image of the decision. And the King of Pentacles is when we are master of this, when we can actually make it. Behind the King of Pentacles, we had the Five of Pentacles, and see, this is what is happening behind the scene. Maybe it will not be appreciated, maybe it will not be loved, maybe it will not be enough. If that's what I believe, these guys are paralyzed. If that's what I believe unconsciously, these guys are paralyzed. So here, that's a decision, lovers. It's maybe it's gonna be not enough, or maybe I'm not gonna be enough. So here with the decision, the lovers, I have the lovers and the hangman. We have to look at that aspiration. Then there it is. See, you have the masculine and the feminine. See the feminine, your right brain, connected to the invisible, connected to your higher soul, to the angels, to the divine, to the grid, to the whatever you call it, or whatever you imagine the invisible is, also connected to your subconscious, unconscious, and everything. But there's the message, and he looks at her, and he's like, okay, what do we do? This is like the monk. Okay, I've received the thing. Now we're actively doing it and implanting it in the concrete. So here, the incapacity of making this decision, we need to look at what is in the shadow, because the hangman is Pisces 12th house. And so really looking at a different angle, what it is to follow one's aspiration, what it is to make an inspired decision and be in action with it. King of Wands in reverse, moving into action. I'm just going to keep the hangman and this, like actually, yes, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to, take the risk and go for it. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacle. Queen of Pentacle. So there's a big decision here. Okay, it's like this. We have another 4 as a bottom of the deck, a 4 of swords this time. So trying to heal from the past disappointments. And here it was on the side. So I think it depends on all of you. Some it will be upright, some it will still be hanging, maybe with the hangman. When we look at the 2 bottoms of the deck here, the 4 of swords and the 4 of cups, you see here he's trying to heal and understand the past disappointments and heartaches that he had that probably created the shadow. And so that he can come out with the new truth about himself and not the old truth about what he can do, or about what commitment is all about. If there's some of you that fear commitment, you have to go look at, why do I fear it? Why isn't it something that represents safety? Or great, I'm going to be able to, build something that's going to be long lasting and all of that. Instead, it might be, it means sacrifice. Maybe it means, being stuck in a disbalanced situation for a long time. So we have to go and really look at what are these heartaches and disappointments so we can heal them, and not just, well, that's all there is. And, those disappointments imprinted, crystallized in our waters, and then it can only create that. So that's why here with the Queen of Pentacle, really what is going to dictate if we allow ourselves to be grounded here and grown, or floating like a satellite just trying to survive. It's, going for our aspiration. There it is, going for our ambition and an aspiration of what we want to build and grow naturally, effortlessly. It needs to be done in joy and receptivity. So I think that this month, Leos, this exact choice of how you're taking what engagement is all about, engagement of yourself, and how the only way it can actually be successful, so that you have the courage to start it. You need to release the old associations, with what it means, and so that you can stop juggling. I'm in it, I'm not in it, and so on. To the ones of you that this speaks to. So I would say, I'm going to call this the big decision. Because with the lovers twice, I mean, and the Two of Swords, this is, to stop the in, out, because of the bad mirrors, reflections I had in my life. Big decisions, Leo. All right? So on this, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for sharing, commenting, and all of that. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. And of course, on the website, mysticwitchtarot.com, you have like the tarot course, you have the book, the tarot book on the Tree of Life and Tarot, and all of this if it's of interest to you. And on that, namaste, and happy birthday again. See you next month.